Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To facilitate your participation throughout the day, we invite all delegates to scan the QR code that is displayed on the LED screen And gentlemen, on behalf of the organizing committee of Ncent 2025, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all esteemed guests, delegates, presenters, and participants. Thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning at the DEWAN UTAMA Kolej Politeknik Ipoh. Kindly be seated and make yourself comfortable as we will be commencing with the official opening ceremony shortly. We deeply appreciate your punctuality and enthusiasm for today's conference. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the organizing committee of Ncent 2025, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all esteemed guests, delegate presenters, and participants. Thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning at the DEWAN UTAMA, College Polytechnic Ipoh. Kindly be seated and make yourself comfortable as we will be commencing with the official opening ceremony shortly. We deeply appreciate your punctuality and enthusiasm for today's conference. And to facilitate your participation throughout the day, we invite all delegates to scan the QR code that is displayed on the LED screen. There are two QR codes. One will register your attendance, and another one will provide digital access to our detailed conference program. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. On behalf of the organizing committee of Ncent 2025, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all esteemed guests, delegates, presenters, and participants. Thank you for you gracing us with your presence this morning at the DEWAN UTAMA, Kolej Ipoh. To facilitate your participation throughout the day, we invite all delegates to scan the QR code that is displayed on the LED screen. There will be two QR codes. The first one will register your attendance, and the second one will provide digital access to our detailed conference program. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome. We are moments away from the official launching ceremony of the inaugural National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies, Ncent 2025. Our esteemed VVIPs have arrived and are currently being received in the holding room. We invite all attendees to kindly remain in your seats and stand by as we prepare to commence the opening ceremony. We thank you for your presence and patience as we begin shortly. And ladies and gentlemen, to facilitate your participation throughout the day, we invite all delegates to scan the QR code that will be displayed on the LED screen. There will be two QR codes. The first one will register your attendance, and the second one will provide digital access to our detailed conference program. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning and welcome. We are moments away from the official launching ceremony of the inaugural National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies or Ncent 2025. Our esteemed VVIPs have arrived and are currently being received in the holding room. We invite all attendees to kindly remain in your seats and stand by as we prepare to commence the opening ceremony. We thank you for your presence and patience as we begin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, to facilitate your participation throughout the day, we invite all delegates to scan the QR code that will be displayed on the LED screen. There will be two QR codes. The first one will register your attendance, and the second one will provide digital access to our detailed conference program. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. On behalf of the organizing committee of Ncent 2025, we extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all esteemed guests, delegates, presenters, and participants. Thank you for gracing us with your presence this morning at the DEWAN UTAMA College Polytechnic Ipoh. Kindly be seated and make yourself comfortable as we will be commencing with the official opening ceremony shortly. We deeply appreciate your punctuality and enthusiasm for today's conference.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we would like to remind you, facilitate your participation throughout the day, invite all delegates to scan the QR code that will be displayed on the LED. There will be two QR codes. The first one will register your attendance, and the second one will provide digital access to our conference program. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we now welcome Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, the Chief Executive Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd, accompanied by Yang Bersaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of KPTM Ipoh, and the esteemed guests of honor into the Dewan Utama.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the rendition of our national anthem, Negaraku, followed by the official Mara anthem.
Demi satu keturunan bangsa yang berdaulat, sebuah lambang bengawan puncak jaya, perkasa bersabda dunia.
Thank you. You may now be seated.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to each and everyone. Yang berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, Chief Executive Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang berbahagia Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Maddawi, Director of the Postgraduate Studies Department of IPGK Ipoh, and also our Honorable Keynote Speaker. Yang berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth, General Manager of UEC Berhad. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Saifuddin bin Hussein, COO of KPTM Seram Berhad. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Yusof bin Mat Ali, Senior Director of Human Capital Department, KPTM Seram Berhad. Yang berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of KPTM Ipoh. And yang berusaha Puan Nolaili binti Abdullah, Director of Academic representing the CBSO of KPTM Seram Berhad. Distinguished guests, respected academicians, honored speakers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DEWAN UTAMA KPTM Ipoh for the National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies, Ncent 2025. I am Muhammad Shafiq Ramli.
And I am Hamiza Usman, and we will be your MCs for this event. On behalf of the organizing committee, we extend our appreciation for your presence today for the official opening of Ncent 2025, hosted by Kolej Politek Mara Ipoh. This conference marks the beginning of a new chapter in educational innovation, an inaugural initiative that brings together thought leaders, scholars, and practitioners from across the nation to engage in meaningful discourse and progressive exchange.
And now, sorry, technical difficulty. And now, to begin this momentous day with spiritual reflections and blessing, it is our honor to invite Al-Fadil Ustaz Salahuddin bin Said Ayub to lead the recitation of the dua. Please welcome Ustaz Said Salahuddin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang, kami merafakkan syukur kehadrat-Mu kerana telah mengizinkan kami untuk mengadakan majlis National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies 2025 pada hari ini. Ya Allah, kurniakanlah keberkatan dan rahmat-Mu ke atas majlis ini. Mudah-mudahan segala perancangan dalam majlis ini akan berjalan dengan lancar atas izin-Mu ya Allah. Ya Allahu ya Fattahu ya Alim, jadikanlah majlis ini sebagai wadah untuk kami menimba ilmu, bertukar pendapat dan menyumbangkan buah fikiran demi memartabatkan lagi bidang ilmu pengetahuan. Berikanlah kefahaman yang mendalam kepada kami agar dapat memanfaatkan ilmu yang diperolehi dengan sebaik-baiknya. Ya Allah, jauhilah kami daripada sifat mazmumah dan berikanlah kami kekuatan untuk sentiasa berada di jalan-Mu. Permudahkanlah segala urusan kami dalam menjayakan majlis ini dan berikanlah kami kekuatan untuk terus berusaha menyumbang bakti kepada agama, bangsa dan negara. Sesungguhnya pada hari ini kami berkumpul kerana-Mu ya Allah, dan kami mohon perlindungan dengan Engkau daripada melakukan segala keburukan. Muliakanlah kami dengan ketakwaan dan indahkanlah diri kami dengan kesihatan. Ya Allah, Engkau maha mendengar lagi maha mengetahui. Kabulkanlah doa kami ini, ya Allah ya Rabbal Alamin. Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah, wa arinal batila batilan warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana haza jam'an marhuma, wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma. Allahumma ansuril Islam wal muslimin. Allahumma ansuril ikhwanana al mujahidin wal mustad'afin fi Falastin, خصوصا في غزة وفي كل مكان وفي كل زمان. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Ustaz Said Salahuddin, for the heartfelt invocation and blessings. May the recitation of the officiating prayer bless the course of this conference from beginning to the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this moment to provide you with the context and vision behind the National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies. Ncent 2025 marked a history milestone that is the inaugural national level conference hosted by Kolej Polytech Ipoh and proudly organized by the Research and Publication Unit. This event signifies KPTM Ipoh bold step forward in strengthening academic scholarship, promoting national dialogue, and advancing research development in the field of education and technology.
Yes, Encik Shafiq. As we know, since 2017, KPTM Ipoh has championed academic research through its internal symposium, the Academic Research Mini Symposium, or in short, KPTM ARMS. This initiative nurtured a vibrant research culture among lecturers, focusing on continuous improvement and intellectual growth within the institution. In 2024, KPTM Ipoh took a significant step beyond institutional boundaries by inviting external keynote speakers and evaluators from University Polytech Malaysia, UPTM, to participate in ARMS. This expansion marked a turning point, catalyzing wider collaboration, national recognition, and academic outreach.
Yes, Puan. Our lecturers have since made notable contributions to national and international academic arenas, earning accolades such as Best Paper and Best Poster Award at prestigious events, including the ICAR 2022 by UPTM, the International Conference on Teacher Education by KPTM Kota Baru, and ARMS by KPT Ipoh in 2023. Riding on this momentum, KPTM Ipoh initiated plans in 2023 to launch a broader platform for scholarly engagement. Thus, Ncent 2025 was conceived.
With the theme Challenges in Innovations in the Fourth Industrial Revolution Era, Strive Towards Educational Excellence, this conference is not merely an event, but a strategic movement. It aims to foster critical thinking, promote pedagogical innovation, and explore how emerging technologies such as AI, big data, and digital platforms are reshaping the landscape of teaching and learning. This is a national level conference bringing together respected educators, researchers, administrators, and students from across Malaysia. Together, we aim to spark constructive discourse, build scholarly networks, and inspire innovations across the education ecosystem. Sheikh Shafiq, today's session will explore key sub-themes and critical areas of interest driven by academic rigor and practical relevance, all with the goal of producing future-ready graduates and transforming educational excellence.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to the next important agenda of the morning. It gives us great pleasure to now invite a distinguished leader who has been instrumental in the realization of this prestigious event. Please join us in welcoming Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, the Director of KPTM Ipoh, to deliver the welcoming address for the National Conference on Education and New Learning Technologies, Ncent 2025.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good morning. Yang berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, Chief Executive Officer of KPTM Sdn Berhad. Yang berbahagia Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Mat Dawi, Director of Postgraduate Studies Department, Institute of Teacher Education, Ipoh Campus, and also the keynote speaker. Yang berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Saif, General Manager of UAC Berhad. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Saifuddin bin Hussein, Chief Operating Officer of KPTM Sdn Berhad. Yang berusaha Encik Muhammad Yusof bin Mat Ali, Senior Director of Human Capital Department, KPTM Sdn Berhad. Yang berusaha Puan Nurlaidi binti Abdullah, Director of Academic, representing the CBSO of KPTM Sdn Berhad. Respected speakers, researchers, educators, students, and distinguished guests. It is with great pride and joy that I welcome you to the National Conference on Education and New Education Technologies 2025, hosted here at KPTM Ipoh. On behalf of the entire KPTM Ipoh family, I extend our warmest greetings and deepest appreciations for your presence here today, whether you have traveled near or far or joining us online. The theme of this year's conference, Transforming Learning for a Digital Future, reflect our shared goals as educators and leaders. Today's world is changing fast, with new technology like artificial intelligence, big data, and automation becoming part of everyday life. Because of this, education can no longer stay the same, it must change. It must become flexible, inclusive, and ready for the future. This conference gives us the chance, not just to talk about the new tools, but to rethink how we teach, how students learn, and how we prepare for tomorrow. Let's remember, technology is not the goal, but it is just a tool to help us teach and learn better. This conference focuses on how we can use technology to make learning more meaningful, inclusive, and relevant to today's digital world. Throughout the day, we will hear from experts sharing their examples from smart classroom and AI tool to platform that support student well-being. But no matter how advanced the tools are, one thing doesn't change, teachers still matter most. Technology can support learning, but it cannot replace the passion, care, and connection that education brings. That's what transforming learning for a digital future really means, using tools wisely while keeping people at the center. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of MARA's mission, Kolej Polytech MARA Ipoh is committed to shaping education that prepares students for the real world. We proudly support this by promoting blended and hybrid learning, helping our lecturers build digital teaching skills, and creating student-focused learning experiences using technology. Today's conference reflects our effort to build more connected, future-ready academic community, one that learns, adapts, and grows together in line with MARA goals of empowering Bumiputra through education. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge and appreciate the tremendous effort behind the scenes. To the organizing committee, led by our dedicated team at KPTM Ipoh, your commitment and attention to detail has made today possible. To our guests, speakers, and presenters, thank you for sharing your time, your expertise, and your passion to transforming education. To our participants, educators, researchers, students, and industry partners, thank you for bringing your curiosity and energy to this space. And of course, to MARA, UPTM, IPG, and KPTM for your continued support and trust in our ability to host national-level academic events. We would also like to express our heartfelt appreciation to UAC Berhad for their great generous contributions of 40,000 ringgit Malaysia in zakat assistance benefiting 48 underprivileged students of KPTM Ipoh. Your support not only eases their burden but empowers them to stay focused on their education. Thank you for your commitment to community and education. Ladies and gentlemen, with 115 presenters and 38 participants from across Malaysia, today's conference is a celebration of ideas, innovations, and collaborations in education. We are proud to acknowledge the contributions of several institutions that have enriched this conference with their research. UTP, University Technology Petronas, University Sains Islam Malaysia, Al-Bukhari International University, University Utara Malaysia, University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Quest International University, University Polytech Malaysia, KPTM branches, and many more from school, colleges, and also universities from Sabah and Sarawak. A special thank you to UTP for contributing the largest number of submissions. Your strong support and commitment to advancing educational research are greatly appreciated. As we explore the theme, Transforming Learning for a Digital Future, we invite you to be curious, ask questions, and engage fully. This conference is not just about gaining information, it's about reimagining how we teach and learn in a rapidly changing world. As we participate in today's conference, I would like to invite you to ask yourself, what is one change can I bring back to my classroom or institution? It could be a new idea, a digital tool, or simply a fresh way of thinking. Even small steps can lead to big changes, especially when we work together. Let this conference be the start of something meaningful. Let's not just talk about the future of education, let's build together. Once again, welcome to KPTM Ipoh. Thank you for being here. Let us learn, share, and grow together. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, for the warm and inspiring address. Your continued leadership and commitment are deeply appreciated. We respectfully invite Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Yusof to her seat. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we invite to the stage a visionary leader whose strategic direction continues to shape the advancement of educational excellence within KPTM and beyond. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, Chief Executive Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd, to deliver the official launching speech of Ncent 2025.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning. Yang berbahagia Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Maddawi, Director of the Postgraduate Studies Department, Institute of Teacher Education, Ipoh Campus, and also the keynote speaker. Yang berbahagia Cik Muhammad Najib bin Matseh, General Manager of UAC Berhad. Yang Berusaha Cik Muhammad Saifuddin bin Hussein, Chief Operating Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang Berusaha Cik Muhammad Yusof bin Mat Ali, Senior Director of Human Capital Department KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of KPTM Ipoh. Yang Berusaha Puan Nur Laili binti Abdullah, Director of Academic representing the CBSO of KPTM, the campus directors of KPTM, respected speakers, researchers, educators, students, and distinguished guests. It gives me great pleasure and honor to be here with all of you today at the National Conference on Education and New Education Technologies 2035, Ncent, hosted proudly by KPTM Ipoh. Let me begin by expressing my deepest appreciation to the organizing committee, led by Puan Anissa and her team, for bringing this important event to life. The hard work, vision, and attention to detail has gone into this conference is truly commendable. Please give a round of applause to the team. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at a defining moment in the history of education, not only in Malaysia but also globally. We are witnessing a transformation unlike any before. The fourth industrial revolution, or 4IR, has fundamentally changed the way we live, work, communicate, and of course, learn. Technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, augmented reality, and machine learning are no longer futuristic concepts. They are present-day tools reshaping our classrooms, our campuses, and our communities. As an educator, administrator, and thought leaders, we cannot afford to remain passive observers in these advancements. That is why the theme of this year's conference, Transforming Learning for a Digital Future, is both relevant and urgent. Today, we come together not just to celebrate new technologies in education, but also to ask a few hard questions. Namely, number one, how do we prepare our learners for jobs that don't exist yet? Number two, how do we preserve the soul of education, its human touch, in an era dominated by screens and algorithms? And number three, how do we make digital transformation inclusive, ensuring that no students or teachers are left behind? This conference provides us with a powerful platform to reflect, to collaborate, and to lead, and hopefully to answer the questions mentioned just now. At Kolej Polytech Mara, we see this as an opportunity and not just as a challenge. Our vision is clear: to produce resilient, industry-ready graduates through forward-thinking academic programs and immersive learning environment. In recent years, we have embraced blended and hybrid learning platforms, lecturer training in digital pedagogy, virtual labs, e-portfolios, and cloud-based collaboration tools, and also integration of TVET and digital skills across all disciplines. We are also working closely with Majlis Amanah Rakyat Mara, Ministry of Higher Education MOHE, industry partners, and international bodies to ensure that our curriculum remains relevant in a world that is constantly evolving. But innovation cannot happen in isolation. That is why we are here today, to share, to learn, and to grow together on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take a moment to think about what truly matters. Malaysia's future depends on how well we prepare our youth with skills for tomorrow. This means more than just knowing technology, but also includes thinking creatively and critically, understanding emotions, our own and others, adapting to different cultures and situations, and being ready to keep learning throughout our life. Education is not just about exams and certificates. It's also about national responsibility. In today's digital world, a country's strength will depend on how well the people can adapt, create, and also lead. Even as we explore the latest educational technologies, let us not forget one truth, which is, it is the educators and not the technology and not the applications that inspire minds and changes lives. At the heart of every smart classroom, every virtual learning environment is a passionate and dedicated teacher. That is why Kolej Polytech Mara invests not only in infrastructure, but also in our educators, because we know that great teachers create great futures. We must continue to empower our lecturers with training, support, and platforms that enable them to innovate. The future of education lies not in replacing teachers, but in allowing them to do what they do best, which is to ignite curiosity, nurture growth, and shape characters. This conference is a reflection of something we hold dearly at Kolej Polytech Mara, which is a culture of lifelong learning. In a world where knowledge becomes obsolete quickly, institutions must evolve from being just providers of degrees to being enablers of lifelong skill development. Let us reimagine education as a journey, not a destination. One where learning is not confined to the classroom only, but happens anywhere, anytime, and every stage of our life. We cannot do this alone. Today's challenge requires collaboration between academia and industry, policymakers and practitioners, and also public institutions and private innovators. I encourage everyone here to use this conference not only to present research, but to forge partnerships and relationships. The most meaningful innovation happens when we bring diverse minds together and share a mission together. And before I conclude, I want to leave you with this. The future of education is being written right now by us in rooms like this, through discussions and forums like this. Let us be the authors of the future where learning is more engaging, more accessible, and more impactful than ever before. Let us transform education not just for technology's sake, but for the betterment of our students, our communities, and also our nations. To our keynote speakers, researchers, and presenters, thank you again for your contribution and for challenging us to think differently. To our participants, your engagement today shows that learning and leadership go hand in hand. To the organizing committee at College Polytech Mara Ipoh, you have shown what dedication and vision can achieve. Shabas and thank you. And I suppose after this can be a bit more relaxed. And finally, to all those who believe in the power of education to change lives, you are the reason why we are here today. And with Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially declare the National Conference on Education and New Education Technologies 2035, Ncent 25, open. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, for the inspiring and forward-looking address. We kindly request you to remain on stage for the official launching ceremony of Ncent 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that we are waiting for. To accompany him for the symbolic gesture, we are pleased to invite Yang Berusaha Encik Muhammad Saifuddin bin Hussein, Chief Operating Officer of KPTM, and Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of kptmipoh, to join our CEO on stage.
In just a few moments, the official launch of Ncent 2025 will commence. Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan will place his palm firmly on the conference logo displayed on the screen. This symbolic act represents our commitment to embrace the future of educational technology with conviction and unity.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. With sincere appreciation, respectfully invite Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan and the VIPs to return to their seats. What a powerful and visually moving montage, encapsulating the spirit of innovation and educational excellence. Thank you once again, Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan, Yang Berusaha Encik Muhammad Saifuddin, Puan Anissa, for officiating this significant moment in our academic journey. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to acknowledge that this montage was beautifully conceptualized and produced by Puan Diana Harithuddin and her team from the Multimedia Department of KPTM Ipoh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to the keynote segment of this morning's program, a moment of intellectual inspiration and professional reflection. It is our honor to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker, Yang Berusaha Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Madawi, whose expertise and insights have shaped this course in the field of education and innovation. An esteemed academic, a visionary educator, and a highly respected figure in the field of educational technology and digital pedagogy, Dr. Abdul Hadi currently serves as the Pensyarah Cemerlang Grade C at the Institute of Teacher Education, Ipoh campus. With a distinguished academic background, including a PhD in multimedia education and IT from University Science Malaysia, Dr. Hadi brings over 3 decades of experience in transforming teaching and learning through innovative digital strategies.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Hadi has not only held pivotal roles in curriculum design, instructional coaching, and pedagogical research, but has also made significant contribution as a keynote presenter and panelist at numerous national and international conferences. As a certified instructional coach trained in Kansas, USA, and a life member and former vice president of the Malaysian Educational Technology Association, META, Dr. Hadi's leadership has been instrumental in shaping future-ready educators across Malaysia. His work on the Capacity Pedagogy Pembelajaran Bermakna, KPPB, is widely recognized and has set new benchmark in meaningful technology-enhanced learning. Among his accolades are multiple Excellent Service Awards, the Academic Figure Award, and international recognition for his scholarly publication.
Let us now warmly welcome Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Maddawi to the stage as he delivers his keynote address. Please join me in giving him a big round of applause. Please welcome Dr. Abdul Hadi.
Air. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Mr. and Ladies Chairperson. Alright, yang berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, Chief Executive Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Saif, General Manager of UAC Berhad. Yang berbahagia Encik Muhammad Saifuddin bin Hussein, Chief Operating Officer of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang berbahagia Encik Muhammad Yusof bin Mat Ali, Senior Director of Human Capital, Department of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Yang berbahagia Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of KPTM Ipoh. Yang berbahagia Puan Nolaili binti Abdullah, Director of Academic, representing the CBSO of KPTM Sdn Bhd. Distinguished guests, respected speakers, researchers, educators, students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Malaysia Madani, salam Perak Sejahtera 2030, and very good morning to all of you here. First of all, thanks to KPTM Ipoh, especially the Director of KPTM Ipoh, Yang Besar Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, for inviting me to the National Conference on Education and New Learning Technology 2025, or in short we call Ncent 2025. For me, it is a great pleasure to share with you about challenges and innovations in the fourth industrial revolution, especially about how to strive toward education excellence. For this, I will begin my presentation. Okay. This is my presentation menu. Okay. I will begin talk about the challenges in the era of for industrial revolution, and then followed by innovation driving educational excellence, strategies for building a future-ready school or institute, and finally, before I come to conclusion, I'll try to talk about how to make learning accessible, inclusive, and equitable. Okay, please have a look on the next slide. Yeah, I will start with the challenges in the era of the fourth industrial revolution. I think the most challenging is how to strive toward educational excellence. And then when we reflect to yang berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan, Chief Executive Officer of KPTM, just now, he talked about the challenges of the era, the industrial revolution era. Especially, actually, now we are preparing learner for the future to enhance the capacity, the competency among digital, to make Malaysia to produce digital society, to play important role in the world as a global society. All right, when they talk about the fourth industrial revolution, actually this industrial 4.0 is about technological advancement in the first century. But as we hear from the Chief Executive Officer just now, we not only focus on the technology, we actually more focus on how to enhance, to train our manpower, our learner, to prepare the young generation for the future. All right, for this case, I would like to call upon all of us here to look to our education, try to make education reimagined. I think similar to the CEO said just now, we should reimagine the 4IR. This is not actually the 4IR for me is opportunity for us, to prepare young learner, to prepare young learner. But when we look to the situation right now, we only not to survive. We prepare to how to thrive. Not just for survive. Then for that we should enhance our learning design that engage for the student, for the society, and then our role as a teacher, as a lecturer, as an educator, maybe our role is bit different. Teacher no longer as only a teacher. Teacher now could be as activator, and then cultivate or enhance the collaborative culture, culture builder and collaborator. And then we try to target the deep learning, and try to realize the deep learning moment in school, in our society. But when we talk about deep learning moment, deep learning, we should be very careful here. Deep learning that I mentioned just now is not only for the machine learning. Here we focus on what Michael Fullen said in National New Pedagogies for Deep Learning. When we talk about deep learning comprises 6 learning competencies, such as creativity, communication, citizenship, critical thinking, character, collaboration. This crucial competency is very important to make our society, our new future leader, resilient, agile and resilient to face the most challenging world we call VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. All right. Now, please have a look to this diagram. Okay, I got this from Willard Daggett. Yeah, this diagram actually we call rigor and relevant framework. Yeah, this diagram comprises 2 elements. The first one is knowledge taxonomy and the application model. When we combine these 2 models, we can see here we have a fourth quadrant. Okay, quadrant. Here I want to relate what happened to our education. Yeah? Mostly our practice, our education just achieved to quadrant A, acquisition level. Our students just able to recall and remember, or we call rote learning. And we supposed to move from A to D. When the student achieve to the D quadrant, meaning that the student achieve or able to have high level or high critical thinking skill. Students will have critical and creative thinking skill. And at the same time, the student able to apply their experience, knowledge to the new situation. Okay? Then we quite concerned here. We don't want to trap in the A quadrant, meaning that when we trap in the A quadrant, we only focus on one discipline. For instance, if we teach mathematics, only we focus mathematics per se. But in real situation, in the world, the situation is not only a discipline. We should apply across discipline. For example, mathematics, maybe at the same time we combine with other knowledge such as bahasa, science, and so forth. Okay, meaning that we should focus on now onward. We focus on interdisciplinary approach. In Malaysia, suppose under new curriculum 2027, we will implement we call transdisciplinary approach in our curriculum. Because we cannot sustain, we cannot only focus on one single discipline. If we focus only one single discipline, as defined, illustrate by this diagram, we only achieve to quadrant A. We could not able to move to quadrant D. Quadrant D, suppose we teach students across discipline. This, I think, one point, the thing we should think after this. New challenge for us. All right. And then the second, the next challenge is about curriculum and pedagogy misalignment. Now, everybody here, I think, or around us, always talk about AI, artificial intelligence. And as we know, this artificial technology move very fast. And at the moment, now we have a new technology we call agentic AI. Just we cannot only depend on generative AI. We now move to agentic AI. That's why we must increase our competency in AI, because the development is very fast. Okay? And then when we talk about problem solving skill, critical, or in short, we call global competency skills, we cannot only focus on cognitive. We supposed to focus the soft skills. And then other than AI, I want to stress on teacher readiness. Teacher should ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And of course, our infrastructure, other than infrastructure, we should consider the development of infrastructure. Then other challenge is about assessment system. Current exam-oriented system usually look like fail to measure 21st century skill. We usually more focus on cognitive rather than soft skill. Then we must look to how we manage the assessment process. As far as I'm concerned, we focus more on outcome-based. Or in short here, we focus on, we more focus on final exam or the result. For me, maybe we can question, is it A or B in our student result could explain their ability in soft skill, such as kemahiran berpasukan, for instance, for example. I don't think with our A, the, we know the student well versed or able or can conduct well in such as soft skill. That is why I think from now onward we supposed to focus the process-based education, not only the outcome-based education, meaning that when we talk about assessment, we should focus to the formative evaluation, formative assessment, not only to summative assessment. Both should be conducted parallel. Yeah? When we start the course, we should use the what we call here assessment by design, or assessing student learning by design, meaning that we should begin by thinking the end in mind. What happened to the school? Our desired result, to the student, the desired result. Yeah? How many minutes I have?
I think you can go up to 10 to 15 minutes more.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is our challenge. Yeah? And then other challenge is about ethical data, student engagement, and about well-being. Then, okay. Now we talk about how to innovate. Before this, I just throw out the challenge. Yeah? Now, how to innovate? I think we should have one thing that can awaken here, here to start like America. They have a situation that we call a Sputnik moment. Yeah? Masa tu Amerika rasa hebat, like Trump sekarang ni lah, Donald Trump. They think they are very great, but sedar-sedar tiba-tiba Russian launch Sputnik. Everyone in America rasa terkejut. That situation called Sputnik moment. And then bila terkejut, mereka buatlah apa-apa untuk memenangi balik perlombaan itu. The situation similar to the China. China, we call Sputnik moment of the for China. China focus on AI. For now, we can look what happened to China. Now, I think China is more powerful as compared to America. But for us in Malaysia, what are the moment, that kind of moment? I think we should find the kind of Sputnik moment for us in Malaysia, especially to start or to stimulate the innovation. Yeah? And then, other than Sputnik moment, and then when we conduct the innovation, I suggest here we conduct in group, or we implement, practice the collaborative culture. Here we have a model here. I throw the model here. Maybe you can share you can implement the model by start the team learning, by team, team learning, institution learning, share vision, and then the most important, we are working together, not working as in a silo, working together. And then when we talk about the AI, make sure when you use the AI should be able to ensure students achieve this level, this quadrant level, meaning that students have higher order thinking skill, hot, and at the same time, our students, our new generation, able to apply the knowledge not only in one discipline, meaning that here the importance here is to practice interdisciplinary approach, or more than that, we focus on transdisciplinary. Okay, and I hope our students able to achieve based on application model here, able to achieve scale 5, the ability to apply knowledge to the real world unpredictable situation. Okay. Okay. Then, when we talk about AI, AI for me is a tool. I think my point of view is similar to yang berbahagia. Yes, I prefer to say AI as IA, intelligent assistant. And then we teacher, we educator, please be very careful when we use AI. For me, even though many people are excited with the education technology, for now I would like to suggest we start with pedagogy first. Pedagogical technology, as suggested by Aubrey Smith here. Based on Kasinadan 2021, he said there is a repetitive cycle of technology in education that goes through hype, investment, poor integration, and so forth. The cycle keeps spinning only because each new technology reinitiates the cycle. Now, we are in the cycle of AI. Previously, maybe we have other technology before this. And then, I think after this, after AI, maybe we have a new technology. But the process is repeated. We do the same thing. Maybe yang berubah alat tadi. Jadi teknologi must be used in a way that is informed by effective pedagogy. So before we use the AI, we focus on technology first. Okay? Please have a look on this diagram. When we talk about pedagogy, pedagogical must be aligned, aligned with the what, the how, the why. The why, we focus on belief, pedagogical belief and value. Pedagogical belief and value depend on our experience, our perspective, based on our intention and practice. And then when we have understand the pedagogical belief and value, then we can come to approach a pedagogical approach. Kita nak ngajar pendekatan apa? Sekarang kita nak ngajar, biasa kita dapat alat, kita terus guna alat. Sekarang ni kita tengok pedagogi dulu. Kita ni dari mana? Perspektif apa? Behaviorist, constructivist, connectivist. Then we tengok apakah approach pedagogical yang sesuai under that kind of perspective. Then barulah kita cari what are the AI, the tool yang boleh fulfill our requirement. Sekarang ni kita nampak dapat dulu barang tu, baru kita wah, ada nak ajar apa ni. Sekarang ni kita mula dulu daripada pedagogical belief, pedagogical intensive practitioner study, kemudian pergi kepada ni the how and the what. This is something to ponder. I throw out here, maybe we all can think. And then apa sikit lagi apa nama ni, I would like to suggest this framework. I think this is powerful framework suggested by this scope. By using the technology, we cannot very sure guna teknologi our apa nama ni, deep learning ke, our desired result tercapai. We must be very careful and ensure this process occur in our practice, our implementation. The situation we call it engagement, enhancement, that extend. When we apply the activities such as blended, hybrid, the technology should allow students to learn anytime, anywhere, but how to ensure the process occur in anytime, anywhere, or breaking the wall of the classroom, we should use this framework. We should pastikan, ensure the student engage to the learning goal, not to the machine. And then the machine should be able to enhance the student learning. Bukan seronok je swipe. Kalau nak swipe like, macam lagu tu. Dan how they manage to learn with others, with with experts outside of their classroom, dunia sebenar, that we call extend. And then we should focus on student resilience. With the resilient competency or ability, our student on the future will be able to be confident communicator, thinker, good thinker, critical thinker, adaptable leader, good collaborator, or in short, good citizenship in the world, atau we call global citizenship. That's why quality of resilience should be achieved by our students. And we as educators should plan to innovate, should take the opportunity within the 4IR ecosystem ni, untuk to ensure our students, our future learner achieve the quality of resilience. And how to achieve? By using the good strategies, such as here by practicing professional learning network, learning community, improve our approach by focus on student-centered framework, and then about student agency, creativity, and learning partnership. But how to get this? I would like to share here one framework, so where we use the technology in innovation process to get new innovation, to get fruitful innovation by using the what we call here AI enhanced design framework. this is not my framework. I got this from Kathleen Tucker and Novak, 2025. This model is quite new, this year model, but I want to explain how to practice. First, at the first step, we should identify the desired result. What should happen to our student, our future learner. And then we go to the second step, try to manage or try to get the opportunity under 4IR, the 4I industrial revolution, such as the technologies, the material, and then try to adapt to the student by using the personalized learning. Personalized learning is quite important because for the time being, for the time right now onward, we cannot based on one size fit all. Kita tengok student case by case, by using the personalized learning, and at the same time we practice this differentiated instruction. And then lastly, step 4, we cultivate resilient learner by ensure they achieve the ability in terms of self-awareness, perseverance, adaptability, and strong relationship and social support. Okay, I think maybe after this, if we have time, we can go to the Q&A and answer. But this is last from me. The fourth industrial revolution is not a threat for us. We must positive, take the challenge. Actually, this is a wake-up call or call for us to transform. Let's remember, we must not merely digitize the past, but design the future is more important. And then together, we can build a system where excellence is not a privilege, but a promise for every learner. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abdul Hadi, for your thought-provoking keynote. We respectfully invite Yang Berbahagia Dr. Abdul Hadi to his stage. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Dr. Abdul Hadi. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to a truly meaningful part of today's agenda, a gesture of generosity that reflects our shared responsibility in uplifting students through education. We are honored to announce a Zakat Wakalah contribution by UAC Berhad, a socially responsible corporate partner that continues to support educational empowerment. A total of 40,000 ringgit Malaysia in arms or zakat will be contributed through this ceremony, benefiting 48 selected students of KPTM. A total of 40,000 ringgit Malaysia in arms or zakat will be contributed through this ceremony, benefiting 48 selected students of KPTM Ipoh, with a special note that 26 of these recipients are children of Malaysian Armed Forces veterans, underscoring a deep appreciation for the service and sacrifice of our national heroes. The financial support provided covered both living allowance and tuition fees, two critical areas of need that ensure students can continue their academic journey with stability and hope.
The alms will be presented in the form of a mock check by Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth, General Manager of UAC, and will be officially handed over to CEO of KPTM Sdn Bhd, Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali as the receiving party on behalf of the institution. This moment will be witnessed by the Director of KPTM Ipoh, Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Tuan Syed Muhzan bin Syed Idros, Senior Manager of UAC Berhad, and Syed Zawana Husna Muhammad Zawawi, a representative of the Students' Representative Council of KPTM Ipoh, symbolizing the strong partnership between corporate entities and educational institutions. May I now invite Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth, Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, Yang Berusaha Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Yang Berbahagia Tuan Syed Muhzan bin Syed Idros, and Syed Zawana Husna Muhammad Zawawi to take their place on stage.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth. We would like to invite Miss Zawana Husna on the stage for the photo. Okay, thank you, Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth, General Manager of UAC Berhad, for this impactful and generous contribution. As a mark of appreciation, we would now like to present a token to UAC Berhad. May I kindly invite Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib and Tuan Syed Mohzan to receive a token of appreciation from our CEO, Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib and Tuan Syed Mohzan of UAC Berhad. Respectfully invite both of you back to your respective seats. And respectfully, we request Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan and Puan Anissa to remain on stage.
Next, we would also like to honor our keynote speaker. May I respectfully invite Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Mat Dawi to the stage to receive a token of appreciation from our CEO in recognition of his valuable contribution to Ncent 2025. Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Mat Dawi. We respectfully invite Yang Berbahagia Doctor back to your seat. And last but not least, in appreciation of his commitment and esteemed presence in gracing this conference, we would now like to invite Puan Anissa binti Muhammad Yusof, Director of KPTM Ipoh, to present a token of appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali, CEO of KPTM Sdn Berhad. Thank you once again to Yang Berbahagia Encik Muhammad Najib bin Muhammad Seth and Yang Berbahagia Tuan Haji Razwan bin Razali and all our VVIPs for your generosity and presence during this meaningful initiative.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have something truly special lined up for you today. A performance that celebrates unity through music, blending heritage and modernity, tradition and contemporary rhythm. In a remarkable collaboration, the English Society Club and our dedicated lecturers and the vibrant members of Club Silat have come together to showcase their martial art move as the opening of the choir and to lend their voices in harmony.
And Encik Shafiq, would you believe it? This singing group was justly formed in less than 2 weeks. under the inspiring guidance of Encik Amir Fazri bin Alias, they've poured heart and soul into preparing a performance that beautifully fuses the classic Malay charm with a timeless international favorite. They'll be performing a medley of two iconic songs, that is Wow Bulan, a classic that paints the beauty of our Malay tradition through song, and The Lion Sleeps Tonight, a universally loved tune that has crossed generations and cultures. So, without further ado, let's give a big round of applause and welcome this special collaboration to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Thank you to our choir ensemble for the captivating performance, and to Encik Amir Fazri bin Alias for his leadership and tireless commitment in nurturing the club's creative excellence. We kindly ask the choir group to remain on stage as they will lead us later in the singing of the KPTM official song, KPTM Gemilang, during the closing of this morning opening ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw the curtain of this morning's opening ceremony of Ncent 2025, allow us to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all attendees for your presence and support. Before we proceed with the conference proper, a few important announcements. They are: parallel sessions will begin shortly and are distributed across several locations within the campus. Each session is themed according to specific focus area. Please refer to the digital program guide for full details. To conclude, we invite everyone to rise for the singing of the KPTM official song, KPTM Gemilang.
Kepada negara kita curahkan bakti setia, putra putrinya tekad menjunjung obor ilmu, taat agama, kaya bangsanya yang berdaulat, marah ke arah matlamat negara yang maju, sehati dan sejiwa menuju puncak jayanya bangsaku gemilang. Di mana ku berada, namamu kan tersemat di jiwa, penuh rasa bangga. Kepada negara kita curahkan bakti setia, putra putrinya tekad menjunjung obor ilmu, semangat nan membara, obor ilmu dinyala untuk meluluh dunia. Di mana ku berada, namamu kan tersemat di jiwa, penuh rasa bangga. Dengan junggan kata amanah teguh dan dirahmati, seia sekata Kolej Politek marah capai segala wawasan.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause. As we are at the verge of the closing of the opening ceremony, we now kindly invite all guests to remain for a group photo session with our VVIPs at the front of the main hall. May I invite the cameraman to synchronize? Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, can you move further up front to be at the VIPs at the main hall for the photography session? You may move up front. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with a count of 3, we'll take one snapshot of a formal photo. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, request a freestyle version on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. One more. Okay, a special request, another casual photo with a count of 3. 1. Okay, let's hold 2 fingers like this. Please, ladies and gentlemen, all together, uniformity. Thank you very much. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a big round of applause to everyone. We thank all the distinguished guests and participants. Kindly note that our VVIPs will now be exiting the hall as we conclude the opening ceremony of Ncent 2025. May today be a day of learning, networking, and inspiration. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.